Alright, welcome back to the new edition of this particular YouTube channel, Analyze with Ade Ayo. Yesterday, I dropped a particular slips on our private circle group, and that is on over 1.5 goals, and everything came out so well. Although most of these particular games, they are games that I was actually expecting them to play over 2.5 goals, but the purpose of using over 1.5 goals is for safety purpose, right? So everything came out so well. We have some ending up as over 2, and some they actually gave us exactly over 1.5 goals. So before I proceed, I want you guys to take note of something. One thing about this particular sport of a thing is that nothing is 100% accurate, so please make sure that you engage with most of my games with care and accurate plan. Alright, so in today's particular video, I'm going to share with you this particular private circle group tips. Although two games has already played, and I'm going to share with you the top 10 games that are expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. So the first game that we have is actually under the Thailand League, and this particular game is expected to end up as over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.17 odd. So this is under the Thailand League, Port FC and Thani FC. So this particular game happens to be the first game on the list. So another game on the list happens to be under the Hungary MBI League, and this particular game also, they are games that we should be expecting over 2.5 goals from, but for safety purpose I would like to go for over 1.5 goals for it at odd of 1.16 odd. Alright, so I'm moving on to the third game, and if you are using other bet platform, please kindly make sure that you are not making mistakes with your selection. Alright, so let's move on to the third game. Alright, so our third game is under the Denmark League, and Denmark, sometimes they are not always consistent, but based on my own observation and analysis, this particular game is expected to end up as over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.15 odd. Alright, now so going for the fourth game, we have this particular game under the Switzerland League, and actually I'm expecting in this particular game, I'm expecting the away team to do the over 1.5 goals for us alone. Maybe probably by chance, maybe the home team will have the chance to score at least just one goal, which can make the game to result into over 2.5 goals. But naturally, let's go for this particular game as over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.10 odd. Alright, so the fifth game that I have on the list happens to be under the Netherlands League, and that is their major league. So we have AZ Alkmaar against Go Ahead Eagles. So I'm actually expecting the home team, which happens to be AZ Alkmaar, to do the over 1.5 goals for us. But surely in this particular game, AZ Alkmaar is highly expected to score at least a goal. And for general prediction, the total goals in this particular game, we are expecting over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.14 odd. Alright, now so still under Netherlands League, we have the match between these two teams, and to be sincere with you guys, I won't lie to you, this particular game, it happens to be a game that we should be expecting both teams to score, because when it comes to the away team, this particular away team, they always concede and they always score goals. They always score goals very well. So this particular game, expect over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.15 odd. Actually, I'm expecting both teams to score, but let us just go for over 1.5 goals in general. So another game that I would like to go for, which happens to be the seventh game on the list of the top 10 games that are expected to end up as over 1.5 goals, is this particular game under the Serbia League. So this game, we are actually expecting the home team, because it happens to be the most favorite team to actually win, and I think they are currently topping their league. And of recent, based on my recent observation, they have been scoring goals. most of their previous games are always over 1.5 goals. And as you can see, the bookmakers are not providing us with the odd line for the over 1.5 goals. So I'll be using the go bound option, and we have it at odd of 1.11 odd. So the go bound option of 2 to 5 plus means that the goals that we should be expecting from this particular game should be from 2 and above. Are you guys getting it? All right, now, so this happens to be the 7th game for on the list, and moving on to the 8th game on the list, we have this particular game under the Slovenia League. And for this particular game, surely the home team will score. That is automatic over 0.5 goals for this particular game, and from the home team alone. So we are expecting the home team to actually do the over 1.5 goals for us alone, actually, based on the analysis and the start. And the bookmakers are not providing us the odd line for the over 1.5 goals, and that is the reason why I will be using the go bound option. And that particular go bound option gave us odd of 1.12 odd. All right, so we have 2 more games to go with, and the 9th game on the list happens to be under the Bolivia League. And in this particular game, we are expecting the away team to actually win and also give us the over 1.5 goals that we need. And the bookmakers are currently providing us with the odd line, and the odd that we have is 1.06 odd. It seems to be one of the smallest odd that we have among this particular top 10 games that are expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. That is under the Bolivia League. So the last game on the list, which happens to be the 10th game, is the match between Real Madrid and Celta Vigo. That is under the Spain League. So this particular game, we are expecting Real Madrid to score in this particular game at least 2 goals. So in general, we are expecting over 1.5 goals, and there is a high probability that this particular game will also end up as both teams to score. So the odd for the over 1.5 goals happens to be 1.12 odd. So if we are to use the go bound option, the odd is very slow. It's very small, because the go bound option is 1.10 odd. Actually, initially, the odd that we're supposed to get from this particular top games that are expected to end up as over 1.5 goals supposed to be 4 odd, because I posted the odd in our private circle group earlier today, but it happens to be total numbers of 12 games, and 2 out of the games has already played. So that's why the odd that you guys will be seeing in this particular video will be kind of a little bit smaller compared to what you are seeing on our private circle group. So these 2 games are played, I think, midnight, and we have 10 games left. 12 games initially gave us 4 odd, and currently we have 10 games left expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.